Sorry, y'all, the Amber Alert kind of got in my way. So, just remember self-esteem, you got cognitive, affective, behavioral. Sound good? So, the next concept we'll be moving on to is one that I think is super interesting. And so, this is self-disclosure. 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 Does anybody know what this means? Any hands? Any takers? I forget. I'm not actually in the classroom. Actually, just kidding. So, self-disclosure is what information you reveal about yourself and when you choose to reveal it and who you choose to reveal it to. So, self-disclosure is when you take information from that hidden self and you move it to the open self. So, for example, it could be overt statements like, I'm getting fat. Others might know that. Just don't tell anyone. But if you are making what you think is part of your hidden self and moving it to your open self by making it aware, or if you are telling somebody, oh, like, this is a secret of mine, that would be self-disclosure as well. So when you choose to disclose something about yourself, something that goes into that, factoring into that, is who it is, how long you've known them, what kind of information it is. So for example, there are things that I would disclose to my best friends or my boyfriend that are different than what I would disclose to you, because we have a different relationship than I have a different relationship with them. So self-disclosure, and so who you are. If y'all know, I'm an extrovert. I love being around people. I love talking to people. I am more likely to self-disclose than someone who sees himself as introverted or more withdrawn. Then your culture. So in the United States, we really like to reveal personal information about ourselves. Whereas culture, it's like East Asian stuff, it's very like inappropriate to reveal private information about yourself, especially in like a work setting. But in the United States, like obviously we're like at the water cooler, we're like, oh, like what are you doing this weekend? Fun, that kind of thing. Gender has to deal with it. So women are more likely to disclose more than men about like previous relationships, their feelings about people, fears, and what they don't like about people. Women are more likely to reveal that than men. So women also disclose more to their families. That's what the research has shown. There are exceptions. So in initial encounters, so like when you first meet someone, men are more likely to reveal something about themselves. And they think that's because they want an aspect of control over the relationship, like controlling the conversation and where that relationship is going. And the other one is that in America, in Argentina, males in those cultures indicated significantly greater willingness to self-disclose than females. Another would be listeners. Who's listening to your conversation? Who are you telling it to? Most of the time, you're more likely to disclose things to people that you don't like. Or that you do like, sorry. You're more likely to disclose people that you feel comfortable with, people that you're friends with, people you have an existing relationship with. I'm not just going to go walk out into my courtyard of my apartment complex and say, oh, hey, everybody, here's all my secrets. So that also factors into it. And then the last factor is the dyadic effect. Sorry, should have looked it up. So dyadic effect is basically the principle that if I tell you a secret, you're more likely to tell me a secret. And that we build trust by disclosing information to each other. So that is the dyadic effect. The other one is the disinhibition effect. So there's two ways that we use that disinhibition effect. If you are intoxicated, you are more likely to disclose information that you did not mean to disclose. And then the other one is when you're in online text messages, things like that. When you're communicating via email or social networking sites, most people feel more comfortable posting other things than if they were face to face. So like, for example, if everybody has that one person that posts way too much on Facebook and you're like, we don't want to know this. That's because that disinhibition effect has taken place. They believe that because they have this big open platform that they are more open to share what is going on in their day-to-day life. Sorry, I gotta pause, but we're gonna talk next about the rewards and dangers of self-disclosure and the guidelines for self-disclosure.